I am alive, and it's good to be alive, and I'm actually very excited today because I have a really cool Nikana build to share with you guys that I actually found a couple months ago, and it ended up being way cooler than I thought it would. So I call this the Bleed Nikana build. You can change it into the Vampire Nikana build, which we will get into here in a moment, but essentially my goal with this build, I was doing some science, and I just thought, what would happen if I did a Nikana build purely dedicated to doing wicked slash procs? And it actually ended up being way more effective than I thought, and it's super fun. So I've got Prime Pressure Point, Prime Fury, Drifting Contact, Weeping Wounds, Blood Rush, Relentless Combination, Condition Overload, and Berserker. So this is also kind of a crit Berserker build. Not as much crit, but it does gain the Berserker attack speed buff thanks to Blood Rush, and also Weeping Wounds to really buff the status chance. I wanted this to be a really high status build Nikana to inflict slash procs, which cause enemies to bleed, but I didn't want to throw any extra elements on here. I didn't want to put corrosive or anything like that, even though yes, that would boost my status chance. I wanted to have a decent status chance, but only with primarily slash damage. That way, it's not proccing any other elements, it's proccing mostly slash. So I've got Drifting Contact to increase my combo multiplier, because the combo damage multiplier that you get does affect your bleed procs and how strong they are, and so does your crit chance. If you crit on the attack that deals the bleed proc will do more damage. And then Condition Overload, because it is extra melee damage for every status type affecting the enemy. I wish it was for every proc and not status type, because your bleed proc can actually stack on a single enemy. So let's say you hit an enemy once and they start bleeding. If you hit them again and it inflicts another bleed proc, they'll bleed double. It's really cool. So that would have made it too OP though. And then Berserker and Prime Fury for a nice attack speed buff to make up for the slight lack of status chance that it does have. You're attacking so often that it's not really going to matter. And then Relentless Combination, this one is awesome. This one is essentially going to make it to where every time a slash status proc deals damage to enemies, it adds an extra melee hit to my combo multiplier. So for example, you have to deal like 500 melee hits to enemies within your combo time period to get like a multiplier of like ×2 or whatever. Oh my god, Darku, seriously, in the middle of a video. I'm going to kill him! The reason this is nice is because that means for every bleed tick of damage that an enemy takes, you will essentially gain another hit to your combo multiplier. This will help you get your combo up a lot faster and allow your bleed procs to be much stronger. Alright, so now that I have gone through the boring part of the video of explaining the how and why I have my build set up the way that I have it, let's spawn something tricky. So we'll do a Bombard because they have a ton of armor, but basically I wanted this build to just bleed through armor and just really slice enemies up. So we'll try a level 90 Bombard. It will activate Warframe invincibility here for me. So it's going to take a little while for me to build up some bleed procs and gain full attack speed, but look at that. I just slay... Darku, I'm gonna kill you. Darku, please leave! No, get bad. That is a bad subscriber. Shit, sorry. It's fine, Darku. It's fine. You know what? You can even stay. Fuck it. Just, I'm trying to show people what this build does. You know what? I thought it was really cool, but then I realized that you were shooting that Bombard in the face. So it's fine. It's totally fine. No, you're good. Don't apologize. It's okay. We're gonna try this again. Hopefully it's still badass. It's probably not going to be nearly as badass though. Nope, it's actually still super kick-ass. So as you saw, near level 100 Bombard is not even difficult to kill with this build setup, because basically the bleed procs just completely ignore how much armor the target has, and you can stack them. We are just gonna go ahead and go all out. 135 is the strongest enemy that I can spawn. We're gonna do a level 135 Bombard. This build is also super effective against Infested. It's really just effective against just about everything, if I'm being honest. So as you can see here, this is really fun to use with Ash, because Ash's bleed procs deal more damage and last longer. That is his passive ability. This build was just kind of me having fun messing around, doing some science, and it ended up being super effective. I also have more fun using this than just the standard crit Berserker build with a little bit of status. It's just it's honestly just so much fun. And the way you turn this into the Vampire Nikana build, you will suffer a slight damage decrease, but you basically replace this condition overload with a healing return. This will essentially heal you for 10 health every time you hit an enemy that is affected with your bleed proc. So really awesome. You're literally sapping the life force out of people by drinking their blood off the blade of your Nikana. Kind of perfect, just in time for Halloween. So anyways, I just wanted to share this kick-ass build with you guys. I've been having a ton of fun with it, and I hope you all get to try it out. But anyways, leave a comment down below if there's anything else you would like me to cover, or if you have any recommendations. And I hope you all have a kick-ass day. I'll see you in the next video. Peace! Goodbye, Daku! Thank you for visiting.